Blessed afternoon, collective. How's it going? How you feeling? How you experiencing the new moon energy that we're in? Cancer moved into Leo yesterday. That's fun. Had a conjunct with Pluto and Aquarius. All kinds of fun things. How are you experiencing the energy right now? It's dream-like to me. Up and down, of course, but predominantly hopeful. It feels hopeful. It feels like things are possible. Anything is possible. There's this new inspiration, this new faith, this belief in the self, belief in things changing, in things being a different way, in us being a different way. The way I had felt it before, just reviewing my notes, there's dramatic upheaval. I experienced some of that yesterday. But it's a boldness, it's a push to change, to revolutionize, to actually take action on something. New ideas that feel good, and the impulse to act on them. There's a lot of impulsivity in this energy too, especially today is the start of Gemini season. So we have Mars and Leo. There's a lot of bravery there. There's boldness. There's just this desire to champion is the way I feel it. And Gemini, while it can be a little flippy-floppy, is very much about action. It's forward moving. It is air in motion. So it's also trining Pluto and sextiling Mars today, which is interesting. Sorry, the sun in Gemini, I should have specified, not all of Gemini. The sun in Gemini, which happened today, is trining Pluto in Aquarius and sextiling Mars that just went into Leo. I mean, it's just this rising of confidence and sense of self, and the feeling like I can do it. I can do this. I want to do this. I should do this. I want to do this for me. Moving forward, then we have tomorrow Mars squaring Jupiter in Taurus, which again is a tense aspect, but all aspects are really positive in that they're encouraging us to make some sort of change. They're pushing us forward. They're fueling our growth, accelerating it, pushing from different directions, trying to hit our little trigger points, our pressure points, so that they can release. It works the same energetically as it does in muscles. It's all energy. You have to be triggered. You have to trigger it for that energy to release. That's why triggering is such a wonderful thing. There's some of that happening. It's a push to brave action, to expand out of our comfort zones, to receive and allow more pleasure, to take action on those things, to realize we are in control of that, nobody else. We can do it right now for ourselves. And we have, Venus in Cancer sextiling Uranus in Taurus. It feels like a reinvention to me. A new invitation to explore emotion, experience it in a deep way. Again, a lot about good feeling and love, but not always the pleasure aspects of it, just the seeking. That means the releasing of the things that are not pleasurable, right? It means taking on that task as well. And then ultimately this drive to communicate these ideas, act on the discoveries within ourselves, to, now that we have realized some more of what our authentic essential being is, we're asked to embody that, to present that, to be that vulnerably, to stand before the world and say, here I am. This is me. Take it or leave it. This is me. This is who I am moving forward, my authentic self. I want to pull on the energy today. Yeah, I just feel like it. So that's what I do. I do what I feel like. I'm having a little amaretto, which is just stinking delicious. and that's why I'm drinking it. For whatever reason, the Guardians want to speak today. Man, I almost didn't pull this deck out because shuffling it is it's a whole different thing from the other decks, but it's the deck that wants to speak. It wants to be used. I'm not sure what is going to clarify it yet. I don't know what's going to come out, but I am intending to sort of pull on the soulmate cycle, which again is just a sample, in essence, of broader collective, but it helps to narrow it down. So the soulmate cycle, the energies therein, as affected in particular by Mars moving into Leo, out of Cancer into Leo, and taking in all the surrounding aspects as well as we shift into Gemini season, as we move closer to June. Yeah, there is magic in the air. It's time for transformation. A lot of it. Let's see if the cattail descends. I think it'll stay up there. There's a lot of karma being resolved. I have experienced this personally. Old karma from past lives that suddenly presents itself to you. And I don't mean past connections with people in this lifetime. I mean suddenly an experience with another person that you have not had any prior present incarnation experience with, but it's a lesson. That experience, it may be brief, but it holds a powerful lesson. It has an opportunity in there for you to face something, to heal something, to expand consciousness and perception in some way, and to release karma. There's a lot of transformation. Four of Pentacles, yeah, exactly. I love tarot. With the Hierophant underneath. It's an old piece of karma that was stuck. It was just wedged in there. Again, it's like a tight muscle. It is like that deep trigger point that you just couldn't reach. You can't reach it on your own, and it's been there so long that you really don't notice it even anymore. And suddenly something from the past triggers it. It's been holding a lot of stuff back for a long time, this one little thing. And the triggering of that, it's like it releases a whole muscle group. And now that whole area is relaxed. And now because of that, the energy can expand. Okay. It's hard not to take this personally. Four of Cups. Page of Pentacles. Eight of Swords. Yeah, okay. Give me a minute here because this is a little too personal to me. It's about recognizing your power, your value, your worth, and that you can trust your intuition. Absolutely. Seeing that you don't need to overthink things. If it feels good, it is good. And the reverse is true as well. If it doesn't feel right, if there's something about it that feels off, look at it. Definitely look at it. Feel into it, but trust yourself. Don't think about it. Feel about it. And if it's not serving you, you let it go. We are in a new cycle. There is the world. Essentially bookending the Magician here. I pulled out a whole bunch of cards, but it is just, yeah, these last little pieces being brought to the surface to be released. It's that debris being loosened from the clog that Jupiter has helped push through. And now that the debris is out in the open, we can get rid of it. We can clear it out. We can scoop it off, skim it off the surface, and toss it aside. And we know with clarity. All contrast provides clarity. Something that hurts teaches you what doesn't hurt. It teaches you how to look in the other direction. And it teaches you to expand, not to react by recoiling from the pain, but breathing through it, finding a new way to appreciate it. There's relief coming. The energy approaching feels like a salve, where something has been sort of exposed, a raw nerve in essence. It had to be exposed so that the healing could take place. Now that it's exposed, the new growth can happen. Now we can cover it. Now that we've stripped away the infection, which hurt, but now we can treat it properly. It can regrow fully. Let's do a little shuffle. So why am I here? Why am I here talking about whatever I'm talking about? Because I never know. I don't know what's coming out of my mouth. 90% of the time, it's just coming out. I'm not here. I'm in my garden space with my tree and my crops and the beach behind me. Oh yes, it's a tropical garden. Nope, that's it. Okay, Page of Pentacles. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, lessons, growth. It's time for the next thing. This class is completed. Class dismissed. This soulmate cycle and all cycles, but this especially, has been about learning. Learning resolves karma. That's what karma is here for. It's karmic lessons. It's here to teach us lessons. We learn the lessons, we resolve the karma, we balance in our own energy, we grow, we expand, we move on. On to the next thing. I'm going to cut the cards. And there's that Four of Swords. Yeah, it had to be felt to be healed. The lessons in these soulmate cycles have not been easy. They have been painful. Because they were deep, long-standing karma, old lessons that we had tried to learn in previous lifetimes and never quite got there. This was the one where the point was driven home, where the lesson would not be missed, where the healing happens. It is here to take place. But we're coming out of this. We've been experiencing the quiet period in this regrowth. Again, there's the stripping away of the infection, there's the recovering of the wound, and then there's the growth. And then comes the period where you expose it to the air, where it comes out of hiding, where it's time for it to be in the light of the sun and to heal there fully. It's time to step into the sun. It is time for the return of just so many emotions that come. Joy, peace, confidence, self-satisfaction, basking in and appreciating your own energy, knowing your worth, knowing your value, actually knowing it. Let's see what comes out. I'm pulling on the soulmate cycle as influenced specifically by Mars moving into Leo, pulling all the surrounding aspects, and current energy but future focused, which is never that far out. Maybe a month or so, one lunar cycle. Then get one of these guys. Keep shuffling. Okay. That's what it is. I got nothing to say. It's just a lot of shuffling. Okay. Overall energy. 5 of Wands. That keeps coming back. Minor resistance. It's just a bunch of nonsense. Again, it's this thing just being swept away. Being cleared away. What's underneath that? Yeah, 6 of Swords. Being swept away. Resolving. Coming to a resolution. It's time for a final resolution. I'm not saying what that means. That doesn't mean anybody shows up, this, that, whatever, but it means your energy resolves. The energy balances. There is a change. We move on to the next stage, the next level. The last one ends, resolves, comes to completion, comes to balance with the last little release of this resistance. And it's just being removed is what it is. It's just happening almost automatically, but just by magic. It just takes place. What's on top? Energy of the connections right now. I can't get rid of these cards, man. I tried to shuffle. 4 of Swords. Yeah, it is healing. It's quiet, but it's healing. It's not the nothing. The energies are being resolved. They are being balanced. They are being healed. Whether or not anything is happening on the surface doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. The energy is taking care of itself. You feel better. You have some epiphanies. You realize some truths about yourself, about this whole experience, and that it doesn't matter what happens, because moving forward, you are recommitted to yourself. You understand that balancing in your own energy is the only thing that matters. It's where the happiness and satisfaction comes from. This whole thing has taught you that. It's taught you how to do that. That's a wonderful gift. That's something to be grateful for. You can resolve all of the remaining karma yourself. You don't need anybody's participation. You don't need someone to apologize to forgive. And in fact, you can expand beyond that point. You can forgive and then see, you know what? I don't even need to forgive, because I see how this whole thing has been to my benefit, and I'm grateful for it. And so there's really not even anything to forgive. It's resolved. Class dismissed. You are dismissed. We're finished here. It's all good. What is in the 3D? I can't get rid of these cards. Excuse me, my friend. 4 of Cups comes back. Yeah, it's on both sides. It's on one side, somebody who rejected the cup, realizing that they want it now. And on the other side, it's somebody who got rejected, realizing they don't care. They don't care if that cup ever comes back. And actually, if it does come back, I might not want it now. It's now the roles have flipped. It's a little bit of too little too late. And just, you know what, I came to a new conclusion. I reached a new perspective. This was a thing that I wanted in the past, but my energy has grown since then, and I have grown. I have changed. This is no longer a thing that I want. This is what I wrote my last song about, of I'm not the person that I was when I fell in love with this, when I wanted this. Uh-oh, I'm on low power mode. I better be careful here. Yeah, from my old unhealed perspective, this looked good. But now I'm in this new place of healing, which I couldn't have reached without this experience, without you, without being rejected, actually. So thank you. But also, no, thank you. I feel that. What's in the soul? Knight of Cups, yeah. 2 layers of energy always. Everything is always on one side. It is somebody wanting to bring the cup, somebody who didn't take the cup, didn't accept it, wanting to bring it back around now. Yes, feeling a lot of love for that. On the flip of that, it's doing this for yourself. filling your own cup, being your own divine counterpart, your own lover, your own best friend, realizing you have all the power to flow for yourself. You don't need anybody else. You don't need somebody to bring you the cup to receive love, and you don't even have to give your cup to somebody else outside of you to give love. You can do that all within yourself. You are self-complete. You complete your own circuit. You complete the healing within you. And in fact, that is a deeply healing thing to realize, that you need nothing outside of yourself. It does not matter. You are self-sustained. What is in the hidden energy position? Strength. There's a couple things here. Again, I just get this, you are on fire. You could call it divine feminine is on fire. I'm hesitant to label the energies so much anymore, just because how easy it is to apply that to, oh, it's the runner, it's me, it's whatever. This is all within. It's within and without. I'm focused on within. But you are on fire. The feminine energy is rising. It absolutely is. And if you are one who is leaning into that, it is the experience of, yeah, I'm the shit. I am the shit. I got it all within me. I'm good. I don't need anything from anybody, because I understand how this whole thing works now, how it works to my benefit. I understand this whole healing journey thing, and I'm doing it, and it feels good. On the other side, it's somebody's a little both drawn to and intimidated by that. But there's something hypnotic about it. I'm drawn to the eyes of the snake. Just sort of the snake charmer image. I don't know. I'm going to want to clarify. I'm probably going to have to pause this and plug my phone in. We'll see. Hopefully it doesn't die. What's in the final outcome? The Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Yeah, the tables are turned. Everything is flipped. Everything that looked like it wasn't working in your favor, suddenly it is, and you realize it is. And everything that didn't look like it was happening, it just explodes. It just pops off. You realize, you see clearly how it's all always been working out for you, how this has been a part of a bigger plan. It's just things absolutely turning around, and lots of cups and lots of healing coming in. Okay, I'm going to clarify. What am I going to clarify with? No? Yep, okay. It's the animals. Animals on animals. They are the ones that tend to like to talk to each other, I have to say. Transformation. Death. Yeah. Letting something die completely so that it can be reborn completely. Again, it is that feeling of stripping away the infection, of rinsing the wound, cleaning the wound, cleaning it out completely so that it can actually heal and regrow and be born stronger, be made stronger, be made more, built upon the previous foundation of what it was. So under that, yeah, it happens quickly. All this stuff coming out of dark. It does feel external. It does feel like external truths and communication that reveal a truth within the self, that help us come to this epiphany within, some just little thing, long-standing thing that had been hidden that suddenly we realize. And the realization of that is profoundly healing. Yeah, and allows us this total teardown. There it is, the reinvention for a new beginning. Tower and the Ace of Pentacles. Reinventing ourselves. Letting go of this last little piece of something that's been in there, that trigger point that you couldn't reach and you couldn't quite see. And then it just gets jabbed. And with that, you're able to see with clarity that one thing that you've been missing that allowed all of it to shift, all of the pieces to fall into place in your perspective. And now we start fresh. Now it's all new. It's that whole new world. Now everything changes, and it's being rebuilt on a stable foundation. We've stripped the infection. Now the healing, the proper healing, the lasting healing can take place. It is sudden and swift transformation. And again, it just like happens. It is just like that trigger point of the muscle, and then your muscle just relaxes. Healing always is like that. It doesn't take extra effort. It's not an additional process. It's what you allow. And you allow the healing to take place by allowing the feeling to happen. When you stop fighting the feeling, when you stop looking away from that thing and you just look at it and let it be, then it heals. That's it. All right, let's clarify. Why is the Four of Swords here? Here. In my eyeball. Oh. All of a sudden. Why is the Four of Swords here? God. That's really getting to me. Yeah, it's some minor irritation that suddenly becomes a major irritation, so that it comes to the forefront. Again, it rises to the surface. It's that pond scum, that stuff that was all underneath and hidden so we couldn't get to it. And then it just rises to the surface. And now you have to deal with it. You have to look at it. But that's all you have to do, is look at it. And then it goes away. And then it's skimmed off the surface. Why is the Four of Swords here? What just happened with the cards? Eight of Cups. It is walking away. Something that we neglected to acknowledge wasn't working for us. That one little thing. Could be a big thing. For divine masculine energy, it's kind of a big thing. But it is. It's just that thing that we refused to acknowledge. We kept trying. We kept trying to reboot it. We kept ignoring it, pushing it aside. No, it's okay. I don't really want to deal with that. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's not fine. It is not fine. But it's coming to the surface now. It's obvious. There's no avoiding this big black mass in front of you. That's all I see. I don't even see the cups. It's just this approaches you. You can't get around it. There's no getting around it. You have to go through it, go into it, and let it happen. What's on top? I mean, yeah, again, this has to end. It's time for this to change. It's time for us to leave this behind so we have the new beginning, the new growth, moving towards the 9 cups, within and without. It is time for a long-standing behavior or pattern that we have not been able to acknowledge to be presented to us so that we can acknowledge it and let it go. And that's happening. What's red with death? Same thing. It's been stuck. It's been stuck, and it's been just in our blind spot, just that a little bit out of reach. And that's why having it reflected to you by an external person, situation, whatever, is so powerful and beneficial. Oh, big boy, I love you. He's making a mess. But you know what he just knocked over? The 9 of Cups. There it is, with the sun underneath, no less. Yeah, it's time for the rebirth. It is time for the new growth to happen. And that means the old thing has to die completely. It dies. But we're seeing this. It's just the recurring message of that one thing you didn't quite see being reflected to you by somebody else, by some outside situation. And then you have a moment of triggering, of reaction, and go, oh, that was it. Oh my God, that was it. That's the thing. I've been waiting for this thing so I could heal this by just feeling it, by looking at it, by having it presented to me for me to acknowledge. Now it's unstuck. Now I leave it all behind. What's popping out. Okay. Seven of Pentacles, yep. Allows this new perspective from a new angle because of some sort of serendipitous just event that happens. It is sort of an epiphany energy because the energy is aligning for it. That lets us see in a new way, and now we can move forward in a new way. Now it's all forward, it's all forward focused. I see clearly what I want to walk away from. Now I know clearly what I don't want. I know more clearly what I do, and I am walking towards that. Thank you. Thank you for showing me this. Thank you for triggering me so that I could see this. Tell me about this Four of Cups. There's a reinvigoration energy here too. But there's apathy, I'm not gonna lie. There is apathy mixed in. But it's again that knowing with clarity that, oh, this thing that I once wanted is not what I want. Now it's sort of meh. And I don't need it. It doesn't affect me. I got new stuff, new focus, new energy. I'm good in myself, actually. Yeah, judgment. Okay, I mean, I can't ignore this screaming energy of somebody who wants a second chance. Somebody coming back around. I mean, it's in the surface energy, but there's a possibility that it's an encouragement for the masculine energy to transform in the same way the feminine energy is. And the reason the feminine energy is transforming is because it's acknowledging its own internal masculine and unifying with it and accepting and appreciating it. For the masculine energy to transform, it must do the same, accept its own internal feminine energy, unify and accept it, work with it, which means expressing emotion, which means coming forward with this emotion, being vulnerable about it. I love you, buddy. I'm sorry. But it does feel, for the feminine, again, it's just you got all the power. You are in a new place of perceiving this. And you may not want what you thought you wanted at one point. Get up on top. Okay, what is on top? Let's just see. Yeah. Somebody wants to rebuild. Somebody wants to rebuild. The feminine is just building with herself. There's a lot of somebodies that want to build, actually. I do feel that. Again, it's the soulmate cycle has blown open. There are all kinds of soulmates connecting now that want to work together, that are being drawn to the feminine, that want to build, want to have this new lasting beginning. Let's read with that. What did I just say? Fucking love tarot. Yeah, it's the lovers. It's the soulmate cycle exploded. Everybody wants in on this. All the geese are in the air. All of them. Holy Moses, there's a lot of energy there. Okay. Hold on. The masculine energy is feeling this also. That all the focus is on the feminine. The feminine energy is so vibrant right now. It's radiant. It is a lighthouse in the storm of energy that is this world, that is the general collective. Feminine is just attracting everything to her. Everybody, all the soulmates of every kind. It's like a siren song. And everyone is just hearing it and turning and looking. And wanting a piece of that. And everybody wants to bang the Empress, but not everybody gets to. Thank you, Steve. That is just accurate here. And I'm gonna leave it at that, actually. Yeah, there's a lot coming in. Some of it is stable, Some of it is great, some of it is not. You use your own discernment. That's a part of this too. That's part of learning how to embody yourself and stand in your power, to have the discernment of what is on your level, what you want to give to and work with, and what you don't. And again, it's never an indictment. It's never a moral judgment. It's just, is this an energetic match to me? Yes or no? Yes? Okay, let's do it. No? No. Thank you. That's it. Not everybody on The Bachelor gets a rose. It's one. That's why it's the show. We get one. There's one person that's chosen. The Empress knows how to pick that person in a matter of minutes. It's a room full of bachelors or bachelorettes. Empress has a brief discussion with all of them and goes, "Yep, it's that one. That's the one. Yep, that's it. No, I don't need any more time to decide. I don't need to know anything else. It's an energy thing, and I trust the energy, and I know it." That's it. Why is the Knight of Cups here? Why is the Knight of Cups here? Oh. Knight of Swords. Yeah, there's an urgency. There is an urgency. It is a drive to give to the Empress. It's just this must serve Empress, must deliver the cup, must bask in her energy. And for the Empress, that's herself. It is her own internal masculine doing this. Again, it's knowing your value, knowing your worth, bathing in your own juices, getting high on your own supply, your own delicious energy, Empress. What's the card that's peeking out? Is it... Fuck, that's good energy. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, it's breaking loose. Everything is breaking loose. All of the energy is coming towards the feminine. And this is why, because she's self-directed. She's got her own internal cycle. Her circuit is self-completing, and it feels amazing, and it's magnetizing everything to it. Because what you feel is what you are putting out. When you feel this, when you feel attracted to yourself, this is hot energy. It's sexy. It's luxurious. It's just juicy. You got everything you need. This is nicer even than the Queen of Pentacles, I would say. It's more attractive than the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is a very soul nourishing and warm and inviting and stabilizing energy, but this is hot. I mean, look at all the orangey red here. I can feel it. It's sacral chakra, root chakra activation, and solar plexus. I want that. I want a piece of that. When you feel that about yourself, when you are attracted to yourself, you're loving yourself, that's what you put out into the world, and that is what is received by other people. And it's driving this. It's just driving towards the Empress. But again, you know you don't need anybody to feel that way. You're attracted to yourself. You're flowing love for yourself. You can give and receive your own love and be totally, deliciously satisfied and self-complete. That's a nice thing. That's a nice thing, Empress. What's on top? That's the card I thought it was going to be. This is what I thought the Nine of Pentacles was. I thought it was the Three of Cups. Yeah, it's just an open circuit within yourself. You, your soul, flowing together, equal give and take with your self-union of masculine and feminine within. It feels fucking amazing. Giving your cup to yourself. Being your own everything. Your own third-party energy, even. Third energy. Just that you are your own deciding factor. You are everything to yourself. You got it all. And another layer, all the other souls connected to this want to open up. They are dying. They are gushing over the Empress. It's just, oh my God, I love you. Please. It's all of this. What's right with the Three of Cups? Come on, the Chariot. Yeah, gushing. Absolutely gushing. It's the card of Cancer, cardinal water, very emotional, expresses emotions. It is the card of the soulmate cycle. It's even bounced off of the Lovers here. It's just a flood of emotion, of soul energy. The soul is wide open. It's flowing. It is an open circuit. For the feminine, that's experienced as self-satisfaction, self-gratification. You're flowing and blowing with yourself and your own energy. That feels good. For the masculine, it's pushing. It is just a tidal wave doesn't even cover it. I don't know. It is a torrent of water rushing towards the Empress energy. The soulmate cycle is broken open, and it's just flooding through all of this soul energy. Okay, Empress, oh my God, Empress, let's work together, Empress. It's just that. It's like The Bachelor with open auditions. It's like The Bachelor mixed with American Idol. I don't know, and it's just people wandering in off the street going, hey, can I get in? How do I get in? What do I gotta do? I'll do something. Oh my God. God, that horse is just eyeing me. He's gotta just look in his eye. Oh no, my battery's getting lower and lower. Let's see how fast we can do this. It's just laser focus, can't take my eye off of this. And for the feminine, it's that for yourself. Can't take my eye off of myself, of you, of me, of within. This feels good. Flowing in my own energy feels so fucking good. Just keep doing that. That's all that matters. That's the whole point. Anyway, that is literally the point. That's it. I don't care about the other stuff. Tell me about the Strength card. What does the universe have to say about strength here? Okay, that just fell out. So that's what it is. Something long-term that's been holding you back gets unlocked, and it just explodes your energy and your confidence. It's like that one little thing that was holding you back from loving yourself, from being confident in yourself. And now that it is revealed and released, it's like, yeah, here I am, baby. Here I am. This is me. Take it or leave it. I could really care less because I'm good. You find the key. You discover the key to some long-standing little thing that had been holding you back in your perspective, and it just all suddenly makes sense. It's all clear. You breathe more easily. You stand taller. You walk in the world owning your place, your energy. You know that you're the shit. And it's lasting change. It is lasting healing. It was the last piece of this puzzle for this whole thing to heal. That last little trigger point that now the entire muscle group is relaxed. And it lasts. I don't know how else to put it. This card fell out sideways. What's on top? The Knight of Cups, the soul energy. Yeah, it unlocks your ability to love yourself. And in so doing, of course, as within so without, it unlocks all of the soulmate energy that you're drawing in, of other energy loving you, giving to you. Because you give to yourself, it naturally creates a space, a vibration that other energy wants to give to. As within, so without. When you are flowing in your own energy and for yourself and you need nothing, that is ridiculously attractive. I cannot begin to describe how hot this energy is. It's just, yeah, you're the tits, man. You got it going on. The cock of the walk. Walk down the street like you own that shit, because you do. Fuck, that feels good. What's wrong with the Knight of Cups? What did I just say? The world is your oyster. You have it all. Once you realize you have it all within you, that you have the power in every moment to be fully satisfied. I don't mean just a little bit. I don't mean feel a little bit good or better than you did before. I mean feel fucking orgasmic, blissful, rapture, ecstatic in yourself. Nothing outside of you has changed, and you feel amazing. You feel good about yourself. You feel stable. You feel secure, safe, self-assured, self-sustained. You feel the love of the universe pouring down upon you, and you're flowing that back and then feeling it reflected again. You make eye contact with the sky and know that is you. And you feel yourself looking back at you and going, hey baby, you look good today. And you're like, I know, so do you. It's all good. It unlocks everything. This is lasting and profound change. It is a total reinvention of the self that you intended to be. being and embodying the self that you truly are, that you meant to be in this lifetime, the one that loves themselves completely and could care less about anything else. You are good, you're satisfied, you're sustained. Whatever else happens, happens. It's to my benefit, but I don't need it. Either way, I'm good. And all the energy around you perceives you that way. That's the next layer of it. Whatever. Satisfaction comes from within. When you discover that, you unlock your ability to feel good all on your own, at any moment, in any moment, through any moment. That's it. You're free. You have the key to feel good, to be happy forever after. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune. And you truly perceive that there is no threat. There is no threat in all the universe. You are stable, always. You are supported, always. Loved, always. And you feel it. Not just think it, not just ponder it. You know it by the direct experience, by the gnosis of it. And that is something that not anybody else can ever touch. Can't change it. No, because you know it, you felt it, you feel it. Intuition lit. Four of Swords takes us straight back to the first card. What's underneath that? Yeah. It's the last key to the liberation. All of the other illusion removed. All of the other steps you thought you had to take. Suddenly, you just get there. You skip a step. And we've already reached liberation. We've had the Nine of Pentacles here. That pertains to this. You realize that healing it's not an extra step. It doesn't take any additional effort. It doesn't take work. You just let it happen by feeling. When you have the feeling triggered, you look at it, you let it be, you experience it, and then the healing takes place and everything else falls into place. Shut down the brain. That realization too, that truth does not come from the brain. The brain is not logical. It's not a thing to listen to. It is not rational. You can safely ignore the brain. Just shut it down, follow the intuition, and you're good. Look at everything, feel into everything. Don't think about it. Just feel it. What's on top? Two of fucking Cups. Balance in yourself. But yes, it's this. We have all the cards of the soulmate cycle here, all of them. 2 Knight of Cups, the Lovers, the Chariot, 3 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles. I don't know what else I could even pull that would pertain specifically to the soulmate cycle. It's all of it, and it is exploded. It is all the soulmates learning. The soul energy is so lit, it's so hot, and that is Empress energy. It is the feminine. It is so on fire, it's just exploding out of everybody right now. And it's pulling us all together magnetically because the Empress energy is balancing in herself. It's just drawing everything in. What is red with the 2 of Cups? Come the fuck on. Come on. Okay, if there was one more card I could have pulled that was about the flowing of love, this is the one, the Ace of Cups. Red with the Lovers. Jesus Christ, yeah. You hold all the power. Feminine energy, Empress energy, rising, restored to the throne. The masculine energy within is recognizing that and kneeling. Bended knee, living to serve in devotion of the feminine, wanting to be her champion. That reflects externally. It's just everybody has a cup that they want to give, and it's a big one. It is a bit, everybody wants to give their cup, the full thing. Not everybody knows how, because not everybody knows how to flow and fill that for themselves. In order for it to be a full cup, it has to be filled from within, right? You fill that cup. It's not filled by somebody else, but it's the delivery of that. There is at least one profoundly balanced emperor energy approaching the feminine in this. It doesn't need to be more than one. There is at least one, but there is a lot more. There is so much energy here. It's just screaming in. This is not just a flock of geese. It's, I don't know, football field stadium full of squawking geese. All of them just excited and screaming for this. Like the Empress is a piece of bread in your hand, and the pigeons are just descending around you. It's what it is. It is kind of like that, like putting bread out, and then first there's a couple pigeons, and then there's like 50 pigeons, and then you're wondering if you're going to get out of there. That's what the Empress energy is doing right now. Soulmates are flocking in. They all want to give to this. But it's because the Empress is giving to herself. She's unlocked this one little piece that's been holding her back from fully loving herself, from fully shutting down the brain and trusting intuition. Now she knows she can. She knows it. She believes it. She's seen through the bullshit. Fixed that one last little thing that was hanging on. She's good. Forevermore. This is lasting. This new perspective, this stable new beginning, this tear down and reinvention of the self, it sustains going forward. It is from now on. This is you. You become more yourself, more authentically you, embody more of your own energy, more divine light, all of that, and everything around you changes as a result. But again, you have the lasting stability, you have the key, because you know it all comes from within, and that you can access that always, at any point. Nobody can touch that. Fuck. That feels good. I'm gonna quickly, hopefully my phone doesn't die because it's got 10% battery. I'm going to pull one last message from the universe here. Final message from the universe. What else do you want to say? Anything else? Summarize, advice, whatever it is. You start living the life that you intended to. Being the being that you intended to. Just embodying the soul energy again, which is love, and flows for itself freely, for its own pleasure, its own selfish satisfaction. And you will see the results of that. But it's not about results. The real result is happiness within you, being unchained from everything external, knowing that it's not where the happiness comes from. You derive it from the source. Hierophant. Let's see. The card that fell out is the Nine of Swords. What's right with the Hierophant? Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. You're not nervous about anything anymore. You get it. It's this lasting change, that last little piece that was like, oh, that's what I was hanging on to. I was so worked up about that. Now I can let that go. And you free. You motherfucking break away, burst out of the box. Stable and confident in yourself. Walk it, blazing your own trail. Not just walking your path, blazing the trail. No looking back. What's right with the Nine of Swords? Yeah, there's the devil. It's been revealed. It is so clear. Seeing this in a new fucking way. That one little thing that you didn't realize was holding you back this whole time, and now you see it, and it's just gone. It's just alleviated. You expose this. You see it in a new light, and you see how it's been serving you, exactly like I was talking about this morning. You realize how to appreciate devil energy, how it's all only ever been serving you. There's nothing to be afraid of. It's working for you. Oh my God, everything is working for me. I get it now. I see it. I believe that. I trust it. Now I walk down the street with my head held high, afraid of nothing, vulnerable, tits to the wind, just flowing and blowing, enjoying life every moment, taking it as it comes, knowing that it's all serving me and that I can find joy. I can find bliss in every moment. That's my fucking power. Nobody can take that away from me, not ever again. And so no more of this. I'm good. I'm good, baby. What's under the Hierophant? Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. Stable. Gets there. Gets the job done. It's taken care of. It's done. I am good. I am stable. I am balanced in my own energy. I can continue doing that for myself for as long as I please. And I please for it to be for a long time. I got nothing else to say. It's beautiful. It's actually exhilarating. Something just takes care of itself. It clicks. And it sets you off on this skyrocket trajectory of new stability, new joy, lasting transformation, and a whole lot of new beginnings with a whole lot of new soul connections of all kinds. That's what I have. I'm gonna end this before my phone dies and ends it for me. But this resonates for me in a powerful way. I do intend it resonates for you, and I would love to know. Leave me a comment, like, subscribe if you feel so inclined. Always listen to your own intuition, though. Don't subscribe if it doesn't feel good. I encourage that as well. But yeah, there's profound transformation taking place. It already has happened, actually. The cycle has already changed. Our energy is already upgraded. And it's time for everything around us to be upgraded too. It can't not be. It's law. As within, so without. And the knowledge of that, the direct experience of that, knowing your power, also changes everything. It reinforces, it creates, it adds to this positive feedback loop of you giving to yourself, feeling how good that feels, seeing how it affects things without as well, and then just feeling good, knowing my only job is to feel good, and I can do that anytime on my own. That's my whole focus forevermore. Amazing. This is a big change. June is going to be a big month. It's a big shift, big shifts taking place, profound, obvious ones. Yeah, that's what I got. I hope this is as exciting to you as it is to me. But really, as always, this is all for myself because it has to be. It is all profoundly selfish. I do hope you have a fabulous, fabulous evening, afternoon, morning, whatever time it is where you are. And love yourself. But know, always, in every vector, time and space, that also I love you.